Okay, what's up, guys? My name is TMossBoss, and I wanted to let you guys know about Anchor. Anchor is an app that you can download to record your podcast in the easiest way ever. Like, it doesn't require a whole lot to know. Like, you just pretty much press record and you just start doing your podcast and stuff. I don't know what you plan on doing, but you plan on doing something. That's why you're here. So, yeah, download Anchor, or you could go to their website, anchor.fm, and yeah, you could do it straight from your computer too. So yeah, it's easy. They distribute everything to they distribute your podcast to every streaming services like out there, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere. Okay, and then you can monetize it, so you're making money off of what you love doing. All right, so people, make sure you do it. Make sure you download Anchor, or you go to their website, anchor.fm. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for listening. Peace. Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in this episode, I don't think I've ever talked about this before. I think I might have talked about video games, but I never talked about when I started playing video games, like before I got like heavily addicted to video games. I feel like as a kid growing up, like I was not that addicted to video games. Like compared to I feel like now I have no choice but to play video games because I have a YouTube channel based off of me just playing video games. So yeah, now I have a reason to play video games, but before I was just playing games just to be playing them. Like I don't remember how it was. I don't remember that feeling of playing video games just to be playing them. Like I'll play them, but overall I'm like, I know I'm gonna have to make a YouTube video on this game here soon. So I'm like, I don't know, like, do I enjoy video games now? I can't think of a game where I enjoy it. There's games where I know I can make multiple YouTube videos on it. See, that's like the mentality, that's the mindset that I have towards video games now. Like I can't even enjoy a video game. I'm like, yo, how many videos can I make on this game? Am I gonna get a lot of views? Am I gonna like it? Like, is this gonna be a game where I can like play and make videos off of and stuff? But then overall, then it's like now I make so many videos on that game, and I'm like, overall, I'm just doing the same thing. So I gotta change it up. You know, that's why I'm like, I just got finished recording a multiplayer game of NBA 2K because like for the past since 2K16, I have never really played online before. I don't even know if I ever made like a video on it. I know I did play online before, but I never really did make a video on it and stuff. But yeah, that was like I eventually I'm gonna have to like now I'm just like I gotta like change it up. I gotta start like milking the crap out of video games and just like try to like make a video on everything possible. Like eventually I'm gonna start making videos on the settings. Just about like, oh, like watch this me changing the volume or something, like I don't know. Like it's just gonna be some old dumb stuff in the future with video games. But when I started playing video games, I was young. I was like between the ages of 2 to 4. Like I was like around that time. That's when I had started playing video games. My mom, she was the one that actually got me into playing video games. Actually, both my parents. No, both my parents. I think it was. No, you know what? Not even that. All of my family. I'll have to say that the 3 people that got me into video games was my uncle, my dad, my mom, and my sister. So that's 4 people. I meant to say 4. All right. I know my numbers, people. But anyways, yeah, they got me into video games. My sister, cause she had a Game Boy Color, and I remember I would play that from time to time. She had like some games and stuff on it. I remember she had a WWF at the time when it wasn't when WWE was WWF. She had like a WWF game on there, and I played that all the time. What other games? I pretty much played all of her games, every single one of them. Then she even had one game. I'm like, I think about it now, and I'm like, why was I playing that? But it was this Sabrina with the witches and the talking cat and stuff. Like I was playing that, and I'm like, why? I don't even know why I played that, but overall, like yeah, I remember I was playing the Nintendo 64. I started playing that. My mom, she had me playing Mario, Donkey Kong, Mario Kart. And I think, yeah, it was, no, I think it was my other uncle. He gave me 007. And that was like the 007 when you make their heads all big and stuff. So I remember it was my other uncle. He gave me that. Then I had like a crap ton of other games with it. I remember I had like a racing game. I had, then 007, and there were some other games. All those games are gone. You want to know why? My mom threw them away. All of them. And I was like, I remember when we had moved into this new house, and I was just like, where's those games at? She was like, I threw them away. I'm like, why would you throw the games away? Like, you could have given them to me. Like, overall, I would have taken good care of them. I could have made videos on those games. Like, I probably wouldn't be able to play them, but the fact that I've owned them, like, I was pretty sad by that. Like, I was like, till this day, I'm sad by it, because those was some good games. Like, those was games where it's like, I could have looked at them and regained some memory of them. But now it's like, I don't know the names of those games. I don't remember how they were. I don't remember nothing. Like, I just know that I was playing other games outside of like Mario and stuff. She has all her games, but all my games are thrown away, gone. I think it had to been payback for when I remember she got mad at me. She told me this like years later, because I don't remember. But when I was a kid, I remember. Well, no, I don't remember, but I remember like after like years later, she told me that I deleted her saved file for Donkey Kong, so she had to start all over. And I'm like, man, like I don't even have like any memory of that, but I apologize, I guess. Like I don't know what I'm doing and stuff. Like I'm a kid, like I don't know what words, like not even that, like I'm in preschool or elementary, whatever I was in. Like I'm a kid, I don't understand words. I don't understand the word delete. I didn't understand files and all that stuff. I was confused. So anyways, yeah, can't be mad at me at that. But no, I remember it was like sometime after playing the Nintendo 64, because I was playing the Nintendo 64 for a while, and I think it wasn't up until 2003. My dad, for my 6th or 7th birthday, I remember he got me a PlayStation 2. Man, that PlayStation 2, some memories. Shout out to my dad for that. Shout out to him, because I was like, that PlayStation 2, hundreds of games that I traded every last one of those games in the GameStops. But yeah, shout out to my dad for that. I remember the first, and I think that's why I like racing games so much today. But that was one of the first games that he got me. It was this game called Tokyo Racer Zero. I think that was the name of it. I should like look up YouTube videos of that game, because I don't even think, do they even have? They probably don't. But anyway, no, they should. But let me now I gotta open up. Now I gotta open up YouTube. Now I gotta see if they even have videos of that game, because if they do, I need to just watch some videos on it. Because I remember my sister, because she has some games too for the PlayStation 2. I think she still has those games. She tries trading them into GameStops. They probably ain't gonna give her a whole lot. Google is taking forever to like load up right now, so I ain't gonna fool with that. But overall, yeah, I remember I'll probably watch some videos on that game after I'm done with this episode. But yeah, I remember I had so many different games, and then my sister, she mainly played like The Sims. But no, she did play some of my games too. Like I know she played Grand Theft Auto. I know she played Midnight Club. What other games? Then Tokyo Racing Zero. Or Tokyo Racer. I think it was called Tokyo Racer Zero. It might have been Tokyo Racing Zero. I can't remember. But anyways, yeah, she played those. What other? Oh, I remember the one game that she did play. I remember she got mad at me because I beat the last level. But Enter the Matrix. They made an Enter the Matrix video game. I remember my uncle, he gave me that game for my birthday. Shout out to him for that. But yeah, he gave me that game for my birthday. And yeah, that game was fun. I remember there was these like 2 levels that was so fun in that game. There was the one level where there was 3 levels. There was 3 fun levels in that game. There was a level where you were driving a car, having a shootout up and down the roads. And then there was another level where you had like a shootout in these buildings, and the walls and everything will break apart. And then there was another level just like that where it was like shooting around. I think there's like 3 levels where you were like shooting up the place just going crazy. And I'm like, bro, that is fun. They need to like re-release those games. I'm saying like they need to like come out with like a remastered PlayStation 2 and then they just come out with a disc, but it contains all of the PlayStation 2 games. Bro, I would have a field day. I would feel like a kid all over again. Like Midnight Club 2, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, that's been released on pretty much everything. You can play that, like, and you don't even need to have like a remastered PlayStation 2 or anything. Then it came out with that game on the well, of course, the original Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PC, PlayStation 2, 3, and 4. Then it came out with San Andreas on everything. But I know they got 3 and Vice Cities exclusively on PlayStation. They don't have it on any of the other ones. But nah, man, those PlayStation 2 games, some memories with that. I remember I accidentally broke or scratched up a Tony Hawk game. Was it American Wasteland or was it Underground? It was one of those Tony Hawk games, but I remember I messed the disc up because I got mad and stumped my PlayStation 2 out and then it scratched the disc. Let's just talk about me raging on games, because raging on video games hit me when I was young, and it was Midnight Club 2. And I remember in Midnight Club 2 that there is this, I think it was a Honda Civic that I could not beat. And I think that was the first game ever in history to make me cry. I have never cried on video games before until I had played that game. And I remember it was like years later. I remember I made a YouTube video on that game too. I didn't cry in it, but I did talk about it and things. But I remember I got mad and I was just like, I'm not playing this game. I'm not going to relive my childhood all over again. Over here crying because of this game? No. I will not. I'm like, I would not be able to live with myself if I played that game today. Alright, I mean, I would be able to live with myself, but I'm just saying, just being a little bit dramatic, I would not know how to react if I was playing that game today and it caused me to cry. I wouldn't even know, like, that game would have to hit a trigger point. That's my kryptonite. Because I'm like, if I play that game and it causes me to cry today, and I'm 23 years old, and that happened over 15 years ago, something, like, man, I would seriously, I would lose it. I would straight up lose it. I would write to Rockstar and I'm like, you guys need to pull that game off of everything. But no, I remember I did play that game for a little bit, and then I played it on Steam. And I remember I made a video on it and I got mad, and then I went and asked for a refund. And I was like, I do not want to play this game. Nope. I don't want to. I don't want no parts of that game in my life whatsoever. And then after the PlayStation 2, that's when I got the PlayStation 3. I was like really into PlayStation, and then as I got older, I didn't really care. I'm like, whatever games look fun, because right now I have everything. I have a PC, I have a PlayStation, I have an Xbox, a Nintendo Switch. I have everything. Back then it was just all like, as a kid, you ain't, because now I got a job, so I could just go save up my money and buy whatever and stuff. But back then I was like, I whatever my parents bought me for my birthday, it was like, cause I think I got, except the Xbox 360, but the PlayStation 2, actually no, it was, cause no, I remember I got cause I was exclusively on PlayStation for a while, so I had the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and then the PSP. And the PSP, oh my goodness, I'll have to talk about that later on. But anyways, no, I remember I had got the PlayStation 3, and then that's when I felt like it was pretty much like the same thing. It wasn't until like 2010 that's when we got Wi-Fi, and then that's when I had started playing online. And man, I tell you, I remember I was playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption online, because I was like, I'd never played online before, and so I was like, playing online. I don't remember how it was to play like single player games. Like now I play single player games, I'm like, dang, I wish it had multiplayer. Because there's this one game that I like to play called Just Cause. And it's like this big open world game, and it's like this dude, I think his name is Rico or something like that. I can't even think of the guy's name, but he looks like a Rico. But anyways, he's like this crazy like assassin type dude, and he be jumping off of planes, surfing, doing all these other crazy stunts. And yeah, I'm like, man, if that game, I remember they came out with a mod for that game to add multiplayer to it, because I'm like, bro, they need to have like a multiplayer version of that game. Like, that would be so dope. Think about it, okay? For those that have played that game, all right, or has gotten the image of that game, because I'm telling you, the map is huge. That, like, you can explore so much in that game, and it's just one of the most beautiful things that I love about open world games, especially that game. But that big open world map, multiplayer, all right? And then they like, you might do some co-op missions and things. You meeting up with other people. Like, I'm saying, when you play multiplayer, it's a whole different world. It is a whole different ball game. I'm saying, because I was like, I remember, I think I got into it with some like country dudes. You could tell they were from down south. Just the way that the guy was talking. I remember I played Red Dead Redemption. Me and him, we got into it, and we just started killing each other and things. And then after that, I was just so into multiplayer games. Then that's when I had got an Xbox 360, because all my friends had it, and so yeah, I had asked for that on Christmas. And then yeah, I remember we were playing Call of Duty. I remember one of my friends, he got me into quick scoping. And I remember for a short period of time I was quick scoping, but I was like, I got caught up like with other guns. Like, I'm a light machine gun person and stuff. So anyways, I don't want y'all to think I'm crazy. Just in video games, I'm a crazy gun fanatic. But in real life, like, I got a couple of airsoft guns. But in video game, oh yeah, I'll tell you everything you need to know about guns and stuff. Like, what type of gun do you like and things? What type of gun do you feel like it will best suit you? But anyways, back to multiplayer. So yeah, I remember when I had played, I was playing a crap ton of Call of Duty, crap ton of Battlefield. Yeah, getting mad at my friends getting mad at me. Then we'll see each other the next day at school and just be laughing it up and things. Like, let's not forget you were killing me last night in Call of Duty. Alright, because one of my friends, they like to play on hardcore mode. And then they just be going around killing me and stuff. And I'm like, then we see each other next day at school, just be chilling and things. I'm like, don't act like you just forgot what happened yesterday. But no, it's like me and my friend, like, I think, like, the friend, like, all of the friends I play video games with, they could say that they've heard me go off a couple of times. Like, straight up raging, yelling and things. Because I don't know how many times, like, where I've been going off, like, getting just heated and upset, and then hear my friends cracking up in the background. But it was like that with all of us. I remember one of my friends, he threw his microphone. We were sitting there playing. What were we playing? I think we were playing Call of Duty. I can't remember. We might have been playing separate games. I don't remember, but I remember when we were playing, and then all of a sudden I hear him do like this loud just scream, and then all of a sudden I just hear crashing and just dead silence after that. And I'm like, what happened? I see him next day, and he's all like, oh, I broke my microphone. I'm like, dang, bro. But no, like, I can't even talk. I can't even be all like, oh, people out here breaking stuff. Like, that's so petty. That's so childish and things. Who be out here breaking things? I've broken headsets, controllers. I told y'all I scratched up a disc. What else? I've done the worst. Like, what else have I done? Like, I've gotten mad and sent people messages, but like, you suck. I'm like, I hope your kids never love you. I've sent out some crazy messages. Like, I've gotten into arguments with people and things, but it was worth it though. It was all worth it. I'll go back and do that all over again, because I'm a full-on like addict to video games and stuff. And now playing video games, like I said, I get like a little frustrated here and there. But overall, like, I'll be listening to some music and then just start playing a game. But nowadays they got where video games where you got like, you can't even listen to music. Like, you got like, they having like these extra long cutscenes. I remember back then in video games, they show like, like one cutscene. After that, game's like, you playing the game and then that's it. It's over with. You ain't gotta worry about any other extra stuff. But nowadays, they got like about 100 million cutscenes. So this is pretty much to explain to you guys what video games are today. So they'll have this story, all right? They'll show about like 10 different cutscenes. They'll get to a part where you're walking. The next thing you know, you walk into a different cutscene. Then you play for a little bit, all right? Kill off some bad guys or some aliens. And then they'll show about 100 more cutscenes. Then you do that, and then you're all like, I don't want to play the game anymore. Because I've been sitting here just looking instead of playing. Back then, turn the game on, all right? Start it. They'll have it where you might be talking to some guys, or you'll hear some guys talking to you. But then after that, the game would just start, and you'll just start playing. You don't have to worry about cutscenes. There's this one game. There's actually this one game though. Nobody don't even play it anymore. But it was like that. It was like that though. It was Anthem, and that game. It was like you start the game and then you start playing in things, or you start up a mission and start playing it. But nowadays, like games like Destiny. Destiny is a prime example of like games with too many cutscenes. And then with me being a YouTuber and stuff, because I was like back then before YouTube, I skipped through all those cutscenes. I was like, I ain't coming here to hear people talk. I came here to play. I don't care about the talking stuff. And sometimes there'll be like some things where it's like you need to like hear what they're saying, but I'm like, nope, I don't want to hear what they're saying. I want to play. And then, I remember I remember I made a video and I just was skipping through the cutscenes because I didn't even care. And the guy commented talking about, oh, can you not skip through the cutscenes? I want to see what happens. I'm like, I don't even want to sit down and watch this stuff. Like, there ain't even nothing to do. There ain't even nothing to talk about. I'm just sitting here watching other people talk. Like, I don't care about this and things. So I'm like, it's going to probably reach a point in time where I'm just all like, I don't even care. Like, I'm about to just start skipping through this stuff. Because I'm like, y'all want to see the cutscenes? There's YouTube channels out there that just uploads nothing but cutscenes, okay? They don't upload no gameplay videos. They just upload nothing but cutscenes. I'm like, I don't understand how you can even enjoy the game by doing that. But anyways, yeah. That's all I really wanted to talk about for tonight. Just me and video games. I love video games. It's like, I might get mad at them. I might hate the cutscenes and rage and break stuff. But I overall love me some video games. That's one thing that you just can't take away from me, video games. I always be seeing those, posting those stories, or they be all like, woman leaves man because he plays too many video games. I'm like, the ideal relationship, okay, is to find a girl that loves video games. Seriously, if I found a girl today, right, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, I got like some video game laying around, or she texts me and she's like, oh, babe, what you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm playing a video game. She's like, oh, I love video games. What game are you playing? And let's say, like, one of my favorite games is actually Destiny. Destiny 2, Destiny 1, whichever. She's just all like, oh, if she was, like, saying how much she loved Destiny, I'm like, whoa, marriage material. End of me being on the market. No, I'm marrying this woman. She loves video games and then loves the video games that I play. And then we're sitting here in a lobby together playing bro, that is the ideal relationship. Okay? So man, I'm like, to whoever that girl is that is out there, and you love video games like me, but you will get mad. Alright, you will get mad. Like, there ain't no denying that. But we can both play video games together. And you're good too. You're not one of those women where you're all like, oh, what does this button do? Like, no, you know what that button does. And you know ways of how to, like, rig that button to do better and things. Like, yeah, marriage material. Marriage material and things. That's all that needs to be said. So, anyways, I will talk to you guys later. This has been another episode of the TMossBoss Show. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. And if you are purchasing tickets from SeatGeek for the first time, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss and they'll knock $20 off your first purchase. So yeah, go out, buy you some tickets to the next football game, to the next concert, whatever it is that you like going out and doing and seeing whatever and stuff. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching and or listening, and peace.